Hello, darling.
Hello, Mother.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry I'm late. Have you been waiting for long?
Only a moment.
Walk on. How was the crossing?
It was okay, except some wretched child got sick right next to me.
Did you enjoy the school? From your letters, you seem to be quite happy there.
Some of it, but I'd much rather be at home.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you back. I've missed you.
I've missed you, too.
You've changed a lot. You're almost a woman now.
Welcome home, Miss Emily.
Thank you, darling. Well, here we are.
I'd almost forgotten what it looked like.
Nothing's changed. I've arranged a little dinner party for you this evening.
Really? Who's coming?
Well, there's a friend of mine, Richard, coming from London. And there's our new neighbors, the Waynes. And a young American teacher, James Wise.
Will I like him?
I think you'll find him charming. Would you like to go upstairs and unpack now?
Yes, I'll go help Rachel. See you later.
So easy for you, Red. You don't understand how lucky you are. You could be fat or thin, handsome or ugly. It doesn't matter. You can still be attracted to women. For us, it's different. We have to please, to look our best to you at all times.
If I might say so, you've succeeded admirably tonight. But I like my women always. To coin a phrase, variety is the spice of life. And what does our young American friend think who's been silent for so long?
Well, I don't have... Well, you're more experienced. Well, women are okay. Well, some are better than others, but okay.
Such charming modesty.
James has more serious subjects to think of.
Margaret tells me you're a teacher.
Right, I've taken up a post at Great Muir School.
A steady job at an early age. You should enjoy yourself while you're young.
James has a flying machine.
Lunatic, bound to get himself killed.
And a car.
Ah, then there's hope. He's not so steady after all.
You set a fine example to young people.
No, Richard has a point. It's a mistake to settle down too early.
There's always a side of Rupert who would like to go back to the fast society. Isn't it, darling?
What happens in the fast society?
That's what I would like to know.
Then you'd have to read about it in my memoirs.
Your memoirs?
Oh, yes. I've already started volume 1.
Richard, really?
Why do you laugh? I had a fascinating childhood.
Will you tell us about it?
All right. I was born in India, somewhere between Calcutta and Delhi, on a train. My mother refused to believe she was pregnant. You see, my father was fighting the Darkies on the northwest frontier, and she was convinced that the swelling in her belly was nothing more than a mixture of curry and wind. Imagine her shock when yours truly appeared.
Very nasty.
Poor dear. She died 2 months later. She was struck by a polo ball in the first chukker.
Who looked after you then?
Well, I had a nurse, and then there were the officers' wives, who all tried to mollycoddle me. You see, I was such a pretty baby.
What happened next?
I became a sort of regimental mascot, rather like a goat.
Riding through the autumn, brightening up the day. Give her some room, she's blossoming soon, sweet Emily. The world and its wonders pale as she passes by. Just say hello, I'll go where you go, sweet Emily. Seeing the sunlight fall on her shoulders as she breezes by. Hey, do you want to try galloping across the sky? If I owned a rainbow and all of the autumn's hue, I'd give it to you, I'd give it to you, sweet Emily. Seeing the sunlight fall on her shoulders as she comes breezing by. Hey, do you want to try galloping across the sky? If I owned the rainbow and all of the autumn's hue, I'd give it to you, I'd give it to you, sweet Emily. Sweet Emily, my sweet Emily. Emily.
Hello, this is 3-5.
May I speak to Miss Foster, please?
No, she's out, sir.
When will she be returning?
I don't know, sir. She's gone out riding.
Will she be back for lunch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll call her later.
Hello? Hello?
Who was that on the telephone, Rachel?
I don't know, ma'am. I forgot to ask.
Rachel, I've asked you always to find out.
Sorry, ma'am.
Was it a man or a woman?
A man, ma'am. For Miss Emily, ma'am.
For Emily?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well, thank you.
Hello!
Hello, I didn't see you here.
How are you?
Fine. It's a lovely place.
It's good to see you again. We didn't have much of a chance to talk to each other last night.
I know. Richard seemed to be doing most of the talking.
He's quite a character. Where are you going?
No in particular.
Shall we ride together for a while?
Okay. Come on.
What are you going to do now you're back?
I don't know, really. Have fun.
You must come over to White Rose sometime.
I'd love to. You paint, don't you?
Rather badly, I fear.
And Dr. Wayne?
Rupert, he never stops working. By day, he's out researching, and most evenings he works on his book.
What's it about?
You'll have to wait and see.
You sound just like my mother. Have you always lived in the country?
Before I married, I had a studio in town. But I found it very difficult to work there. The noise, people dropping in, so many other things to do. I became very lazy. Then I met Rupert, and we came to live here in the country.
I thought I'd never like it. I'd gotten so used to city life.
Where were you born?
I was born in New York. Then we moved to London when I was 8, and I loved it. Then when my mother told me we were coming to live in the country, I thought of cold baths and haunted houses.
Do you think you would like it now?
Now? Now I think I'll love it.
I hope so.
I must go.
Will you come over to the house soon?
How about tomorrow?
Lovely. See you then.
Come on. Bye. Come on.
If you strike very hard, you can follow through.
You're full of good advice, aren't you?
Excellent.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to hit you into that flower bed quite hard.
Richard, don't be so mean.
Mean nothing. I intend to win.
Well, it'll serve you right if you miss.
Blast!
Who's winning?
I'm most definitely not. Would you like to take over?
No, thank you. I'm hopeless. Mother, do you mind if I start lunch early?
Why, dear?
I'm going out this afternoon.
Who with?
James Wise.
I see. It was he who telephoned.
Yes.
Where are you going?
He's taking me in his flying machine.
Flying?
Yes.
Very dashing.
Do you mind?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, you could get yourself killed.
Oh, Mother, don't be ridiculous.
Margaret, come. I thought the dangers you feared for your daughter were of a completely different nature.
Don't be absurd. No, Emily, I forbid it.
You're treating me like a child.
You are still a child.
Ladies, please. Allow me to be the judge. Now, your daughter is, well, let us say, maturing fast. In your eyes, she may still be a child, but in the eyes of this experienced observer, she's most definitely a woman.
There now, Mother. May I go?
Oh, very well, then.
Thank you.
Lucky chap. James Wise.
All set?
What?
I said, are you all set?
Yes!
Okay.
Makes me move, right time. Thrills me so, right time. Puts me in the mood. On the radio, a piano roll, right time. A left hand slide, right time. Right hand glide, right time. Is the only food to empty out my belly just to fill up my soul. Hey, hey, mister, move out the way. I got a jam and a jelly roll. Hey, mister, what do you say? Let me hear some ragtime, let the piano man play. Right time makes me fly. Right time makes me soar. Right time makes me feel so good. There ought to be a law against pleasing me so. Right time.
How do you like it?
Exciting!
More?
Yes, lots more!
Emily! The stick!
What?
The stick! Jesus. What the hell was going on? What were you doing in there anyway?
I was just holding it.
Holding it? What for? We might have crashed.
I didn't realize.
Emily, the joystick is a very sensitive piece of equipment. It has to be handled very carefully. Okay?
Okay.
Come on, I'll help you out. Did you enjoy it?
Fantastic.
You weren't frightened at all?
No? Well, maybe a little, just at first.
Great. You'll have to come another time.
Do you mean it?
Of course I mean it.
No.
Emily seems to have enjoyed herself with her handsome young hero.
I was frightened for her, Richard. You don't understand what she means to me, do you?
All I know is she's a beautiful and alluring young girl.
Mr. Walker's taxi's here, madam.
Thank you, Rachel. Richard, your taxi's here.
Coming! Coming!
Well, hurry up, you'll miss the train.
Yes, well, the train was late anyway.
Pull yourself up, you're not respectable. You can't go to London looking like that.
I have no wish to go to London and no desire to be respectable.
I'll see you Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
You're bringing a friend?
Of course. Gerald Andrews. He's terribly amusing. You love him. Oh, damn.
Morning, Mother.
Good morning, darling.
May I take the trap?
Yes, of course. Where are you going?
Over to see Mrs. Wayne.
Is she expecting you?
Yes, she said I could come.
Well, have a nice morning.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. And don't forget to telephone if you're going to be late.
I was.
God, man, you're an ass. You're an ass.
Will I?
Oh, Emily.
Hello, what's happened?
Oh, damned if I know. Ask the driver.
Engine spoiled over, madam.
The man's an ass. Look, Emily, would you give me a lift to the station? My train leaves in 5 minutes.
Ah, excuse me, sir. Afraid I'll have to charge you.
Listen, sir, you can go to hell.
Pardon?
Go to hell. All right, Emily?
Of course.
Thanks. Damned car was filthy. Sorry, you'll have to make it snappy.
Welcome.
Hey!
Well, it's very good of you, Emily. I couldn't afford to be late this morning.
Are you going to town?
Yes, I have some business to attend to.
Ah. Have you known Mother long?
Yes, quite a while. About several months, in fact.
Have you been here before?
Yes, once or twice. Parties and things. You know, your mother's a very fine woman, Emily. Fine woman. She's very choosy. Nothing but the best for her. Well, I hope we're going to see more of you now that you're here.
I expect you will.
You know, your mother must be very proud. Having such a beautiful daughter.
We're nearly there.
Oh, yes. Well, another time, perhaps?
Perhaps. I'll ask Mother.
Well, thanks terribly, Emily. See you in a couple of days. Bye.
Can I help?
Yes, you could. Clean these brushes. There you are.
Where?
There's turpentine and rag by the basin.
Ugh. Look at my hands.
You better put that smock on.
Do you think it suits me?
You look lovely.
Oh, hello, Emily.
My new assistant.
Very pretty, too. I'm just on the telephone to the Davises. They want us to go up to town tomorrow to the theatre and stay the night.
Would you like to?
Well, why not?
Okay, it's settled.
It should be fun. Don't work her too hard now. Good assistants are difficult to find.
I won't.
Hello, Mother. Sorry I'm late.
You were there a long time.
It was such fun.
You might have telephoned.
Telephone? Why? Were you worried?
No, not really.
I can look after myself, you know.
Just hope you weren't in the way, that's all.
No, I was helping Augustine in the studio. She has some lovely paintings. Have you seen them? Why don't you get her to paint you?
See myself hanging on the wall every day. No, thank you.
She's asked me to pose for her.
And you've accepted?
Of course. What are you drinking?
A cocktail.
May I have one?
No, you may not. But you can try just a little tiny sip of mine.
It's good. Can I have just a little?
Well, all right, just a very little. Don't blame me if you're sick. Your young friend James called around.
Yes?
I think he wanted you to go for what he called a spin in his motor car.
Oh, lovely. Is he calling back?
I invited him to tea tomorrow afternoon.
Good.
Seems a pleasant enough young man. You like him a lot, don't you?
He's fun to be with.
Now, Rachel, I'm going to leave the rest to you. I'm off to the baker. And don't you be leaving those eggs on too long. What's What's he doing here?
I don't know.
I'm not having your boyfriends in and out of the house all the hours of the day.
You never told me he was coming.
Morning, ladies.
You've got a nerve barging in here like that. What do you want?
A word with my girl. In private.
You'd better not be here when I come back, or else I'll tell Madam.
What are you doing here, Billy?
Bought you a present.
You shouldn't have come. If Madam sees you here, I'll be in awful trouble.
Yeah, I've only come for a moment. Here,
What is it?
have a look.
Oh, they're lovely.
I bought them for you to wear tomorrow night.
Oh, they're really lovely, Billy.
Oh, go on then, try them on.
What now?
Yes, go on.
No, I can't. Not now.
Oh, go on, try them on, then I'll go. Come on.
Well, I shouldn't really.
Up. Set your leg. Hey, what about those then, eh? Fancy.
I never thought I'd love you, but I love you now. And how? And how? And how? And how? And how? You scamp, you're a viper and a vamp. You turn me off and on like a Tiffany lamp. And how? And how? And how? And how? I used to always worry about paying the rent. Now I even move into Valentina's tent. You got ribbons and bows, even when you don't wear clothes. You sneak, you're too much for this chic. I'd rather hear you whisper than Winston speak. And how? And how? And how? And how? And how? Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Good morning, Miss Emily.
Well, I'll be off now then.
Is there any breakfast? Yes, Miss Emily. Who's that? Billy Edwards. Is he your boyfriend? In a manner of speaking. It's very manly. Is he the one who feels you? Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. I was only teasing. You made me feel so ashamed. I didn't mean to upset you. Do you want to marry him? He's asked me to. Did you say yes? Well, yes. That's wonderful. When's it to be? I don't know. We haven't fixed a date. Can't afford to yet. I don't think I ever want to get married. I just want to have lots and lots of lovers. Does that sound shocking? Well, you don't mean it, do you? I mean, you'd not be happy. Would you? It's fun to imagine. Do you think you and Billy will be happy? I hope so. I really do. So do I. Will you bring the tray up when it's ready? Yes, Miss Emily.
What's the matter?
Can't we stop now? I'm getting very tired.
Not yet. The longer the sitting, the better the result.
How much longer?
I'll tell you. If you want to be an artist model, you must learn to sit.
Well?
I don't know. You're more difficult to paint than I imagined. You've so many faces. A young girl, a knowing woman. Which would you like to be?
A knowing child? Can I take a look?
Yes. What do you think?
Oh, I like it.
I'm not sure. Couldn't we go on a little longer, please?
Oh, can't I rest? My back hurts.
You're like an old woman.
Ooh. Ow.
Oh, come on. Is it really that bad?
Yes.
You should take a hot shower and then a cold one. It's the best thing to relax the muscles.
Have you got one?
Yes, it's Rupert's. But we won't tell him.
Will you come with me?
You can call me if you want anything.
Is it dry yet?
Nearly. Do you think I'm a bad influence on you?
No. Why?
I don't know. I like you being here with me. But you seem very impressionable. I don't think it's good for you.
But it's lovely. We're friends. And anyway, you know so much about everything.
You should get James to teach you. He's a man, and you like him, don't you?
Yes, but I don't feel so close to him as I do to you. Is that wrong?
Of course not. But we must take care not to hurt each other.
Why should we?
I have a husband, Emily, and I'm very happy with him. I don't want anything to happen that would change that. Do you understand?
I think so.
Come on, you must be off now. If you want to be home on time.
Can I see you again?
You want to finish your portrait, don't you?
Thank you, Augustine. Sorry I'm late.
Hello, Emily. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Hello, Mother. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
No, just a few minutes.
I was with Augustine. She's painting me.
Is it good?
I think so, but she says I'm a difficult subject.
Like some tea?
No, thank you. Are we going driving?
Holly, darling, please, you're like a jack in the box. Please give poor James a chance to finish his.
No, I'm ready.
Oh, please, James. Don't rush.
Who's rushing?
Mmm, cucumber sandwiches. How delicious. Where are we going?
Anywhere you like. You tell me which roads to take and I'll follow your commands.
You trust me that much?
Well, we'll soon see.
You really did, I promise. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. Really? Yes. Good evening, Rachel.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hey, promising. I told you, didn't I?
Hello.
Ma, you look lovely. Now then, Margaret, this is Gerald Andrews. Terribly amusing. Enchanté, madame. Didn't I say? And this is Gerald's old friend, Rosalind. Of course, this is Rosalind.
How do you do?
Well, let's go through to the garden, shall we?
Splendid idea.
Still trust me?
She's not used to this kind of driving, you know.
You did ask me to lead the way.
True. But I hardly expected this.
It's lovely here.
I've got some wine under the seat. Do you fancy some?
Yes.
Come on. Right. You take the blankets. I'll take the wine. This is the stuff.
Have you a cigarette?
You smoke?
Mm.
Oh, sure, yeah. Here you are.
Thank you.
Very good. You smoked a lot.
Do you think it's very unladylike?
Smoking? Well, I don't know whether my mother would have approved, but Mrs. Pankhurst would have been all for it.
Do you like me, James?
Of course I do.
I didn't know. You never say anything.
Why shouldn't I like you?
Well, I thought after last time.
Look, I'm sorry about that.
Doesn't matter. I just thought... Well, I thought perhaps you'd stop liking me.
And I thought perhaps you'd stop liking me.
No.
My father once said, treat a lady like a lady, and you'll always be a gentleman.
I never knew my father. He died when I was still a baby.
You must miss not having one.
Why? Do you want to be daddy? I'd like a father. I always thought it would be fun to go to functions on my father's arm.
Better to go on your husband's.
Are you proposing?
What, leave a fatherless child like you? Remember what Richard said, bound to be killed.
You sound almost proud of it.
Death with glory.
There's no glory in killing yourself.
Oh, I'll survive.
To wander the world, making love to hundreds of women.
Lovely gardens, eh, General?
Marvelous.
Fine house?
Very fine.
Charming hostess?
I'll drink to that.
You have to leave in the morning?
Unfortunately, yes. But if you like us, we can always come again. Huh?
You can be off now, Rachel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Night off?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Boyfriend?
Yes, sir.
Who's the lucky chap?
He's in the army, sir.
Splendid. Where's he taking you?
To the pictures, sir.
She's going to the pictures, Gerald.
Thank you, Rachel. You can be off now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice time.
Lovely little bum. Huh?
Have you done it hundreds of times?
Well, no. No, of course not.
Many times.
Well, once or twice, perhaps. Have you ever done it, Emily?
Why do you ask?
I'm sorry. I don't know what made me say that.
Yes, I have. Once. When I was 15.
15? My God.
It was with an uncle of mine.
An uncle?
Well, he wasn't really an uncle. A friend of my mother's. But I used to call him Uncle.
Well, you didn't let him. I mean, he forced you.
No. No, I let him.
You shouldn't be telling me this. I don't want to hear any more.
I was curious, you see. It was at Brighton. We'd gone for the weekend.
Well, where was your mother?
Asleep. In the next room. At least, I think she was asleep.
You mean she knew?
No. Maybe.
It's incredible.
Did you believe me?
Haven't you been telling me the truth?
You really did believe me?
Of course I believed you. You mean you made the whole thing up?
I only did it to see if you'd be jealous. And you were, weren't you?
Well, I suppose I was. A little. Perhaps. But really, Emily, what a fantastic tale.
I wish you could have seen yourself. You were really jealous, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
One day I want us to make love. I want you to be the first. Put your arms around me, Jane. Excite me.
Oh, no! Shoot! 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 Rotten, stinking beasts! Look what they've done to my car! Damned animals! Smash the mirror!
7 years of bad luck.
For the cow, I hope.
Never mind. You better take me home. Mother might be getting worried.
Good for Mother.
What say you to a game of puff?
Richard, must you?
Oh, why not?
I'm with you.
What is puff?
Aha! A novice.
It's quite simple, my dear, you see. You just watch me, no questions answered, and then you do it, right? Now, here's to the health of Cardinal Puff for the first time. One finger on the glass. One sip. Glass down once. One finger, top of the table, under. Elbow, elbow. One nod of the head, right? Now, here's the health of Cardinal Puff for the second time. 2 fingers on the glass, right? 2 sips. 1, 2. 2 fingers. 2. Elbow. Nod. Right. Now, here's to the health of Cardinal Puff for the third and last time. Finish the glass. Upside down on the table. 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, for every mistake, you have to drink a full glass of champagne. Think you can do it?
Of course she can. Can't you, my lovely?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to leave you to it. Richard, will you show them to the drawing room, please?
Of course. Right. Down.
Here we go.
Shall I start?
We can't wait. Ah, remember, think very carefully.
Here's to the health of Cardinal Puff for the first time.
Good. she did it.
Splendid. Now, keep it going.
Here's to the health of Cardinal Puff for the second time.
Puff, puff, twice, remember? Straight down. There we are.
Here's to the health of Cardinal Puff, Puff, Puff for the third time.
For the third and last time.
Straight down, straight down.
Come on.
All right?
Yes,
Oops. Not too cold then?
a little bit. Good night, Billy, and thanks.
Oh, can't I come in?
Well, just the back door then. It was a nice evening, Billy. Good night.
Oh, Rachel, you're lovely. Oh, come on, love. Haven't I waited long enough?
Not now. I told you. Not until we're married.
You want it, don't you? I know you do.
Yes, but we mustn't.
But we'll be married soon.
Let's leave it till then. Please, Billy. Don't be angry. Good night. Come on, Billy, smile. It'll be so good when the time comes. See you soon.
Yeah.
Rachel, is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a nice evening?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Good. Don't bother to clear anything tonight.
All right, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
No, you should have put it upside down.
See, now you have to drink a full glass. I don't think the cellar can take much more of this.
Now, my lovely, you're really going to have to concentrate.
It's too expensive to be bought. in any upper London store. And if it's rotten to the core, it even costs a little more. Trash can't be explained except to say it's more a feeling than a feel. Sometimes it's not exactly real, but might explain its wide appeal. The sheiks and the shebas.
Well, I never.
You mention trash, they only smile. They have it, but they don't talk about it. That's why they have it. Trash.
Promise not to scream.
God, Bill! What are you doing here, anyway?
Well, I couldn't leave you. Not feeling the way I was. Where have you been?
I was downstairs. It's disgusting, Billy. They're all at it. And Madam, too.
Did you see them?
Yes. Through the window.
Dirty bleeding sods. Do you feel better now?
I think so. My heart's beating awful fast. Give me your hand. I'm glad you came back.
I love you, Rachel.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy.
Emily. Your mother telephoned. She thought I might know where to find you. She told us what happened. I'm so glad you came to us. You're so cold.
Hello, Emily.
She's frozen.
Why don't you go and make her something hot to drink? I'll stay with her.
All right.
Hello. Augustine. Yes?
Emily's with us.
Oh, thank God. Is she all right?
Robert's talking to her.
It's very difficult for her to understand.
I know.
I'm very sorry. Look, I'll come over and collect her.
No, you don't have to. Robert's bringing her back.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Augustine.
Not at all. Bye-bye.
James is on the telephone. He's out looking for you somewhere.
Warmer? I can't face going back.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Look, you mustn't blame your mother for what's happened. All she wanted to do was to give you the opportunity of a choice which she never had.
And what's my choice to be? A kept woman.
Is that what's worrying you? Do you think she loves you any the less for being what she is?
I don't know.
Well, of course she doesn't. And as for you being a kept woman, well, I doubt that. You're going to have things that she never had. You should be grateful to her for that. Look, Emily, you're not a child. Forgive her. As a woman.
I think you better take her home.
Will you come with me?
All right. Rupert? Will you stop the car, please?
Why?
I have to stop.
Oh, all right.
I won't be long.
Emily! Emily! Emily, where are you? Emily? Emily! Emily, where are you? Emily? Emily? So there you are. Good God, Emily, what do you think you're doing?
I want you to make love to me.
Don't be ridiculous. Get dressed at once.
Please.
I said get dressed. I'm going back to the car. You're behaving like a child.
But I'm not a child.
Being a woman and flaunting yourself like that are two very different things.
It's what my mother does.
And precisely what you said you didn't want to do.
Are you my friend?
Of course I am.
Then you must help me.
How?
I can't face my mother until I'm a woman.
Are you sure?
Oh, James.
Any news?
Yes, Augustine's found her in her place. Rupert's bringing her home.
Is she okay?
Yes. They should be here by now.
Oh, probably had trouble with the motor. I'll go and find them.
Thank you, James.
Is everything okay? Fine, thank you. What happened? You have trouble with the motor?
Bye, Rupert.
Coming home in summer, full as a flower can be, ready to bloom, blooming soon, sweet Emily. Half a mile of sunshine, riding through an August day. Is it trouble on you? 'Cause everything's new, sweet Emily. Watching her climb from a child to a woman, watching her stretch and grow. Prettiest girl I know, prettiest girl I know. Leaving home this autumn, full as a flower can be, already grown and off on her own, sweet